Alright, I didn't watch this video all the way through so I could come here. I mean, there's probably nothing wrong with what he's saying because he's making sense when I started to watch it. But I just brought it here so we could get a closer look and I can listen to it closer and give you my actual input.
They're calling it black fatigue, but what you really mean is I'm tired of loving wounded black people. You can just say that part with your chest. That's what you wanted to say. You're not tired because we're toxic. You're tired because your love had conditions. Yours. You didn't come to heal, you came to curate. You came to save a version of black society that was already fixed and no one praised you for it. And when we didn't perform your healing fantasy, you called it draining. This archetype always shows up during collapse, the one that confuses proximity with pain and with proof that they're better than it. Right? They have proof that they're better than it. That's how they see it.
I kinda feel slighted. I mean, maybe because I am the person in the situation, but I don't know. I don't really consider because what the part I'm talking about is the proximity with pain. You feel me? To me personally, I don't know about everybody else. I'm just talking about me, and I'm just talking about a relationship. He's talking about it. It's kind of fragile. I don't know. That's why I said I'm gonna come here and react to it. But yeah, no, I don't want to be around you if we broke up. I don't. If we don't have a kid together, yeah, I don't want to be around you. So it's not pain for me per se. I just don't want to do it. But I understand where he's coming from. That's why I said I may feel some type of way, but it's not what he's saying that's making me feel some type of way. It's like in that situation, he may be right, but I know he isn't because it's not painful. I just don't want to see you. I don't. Like, yes, you can consider it pain, but for me personally, if I say I love a person, I can't see you happy with somebody else until I feel like that love I had for you is gone, if it makes sense. It's not pain. I want to see it, but it could be considered pain. That's why I said I feel some type of way. So he is kind of right.
Right? But you have to understand that you're not above the wound just because you narrate it from a distance. You're just protecting your image in the mirror while the rest of us are still trying to stitch it back together. You didn't transcend us. You abandoned us. Real black love doesn't tap out when it gets loud. It doesn't leave when the wounds resurface.
And that's where I kind of varied off. Like that's why I need some more context into the conversation because are he talking about friend to friend to men, black women to black men type shit? It's like, you feel me? I'm thinking of a relationship. This could be another situation because if we're talking about black men to black women, that's mothers and sons, boyfriend, girlfriends, uncles and cousins. You feel me? It's like it starts to get broken down to a bigger sense.
It metabolizes, it listens longer. It doesn't call the hood low vibrational just because it got a better apartment. Love doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. And some of y'all don't have love for us. And that's cool. That's what I'm trying to get it at. It's cool, but I need you to know that the left is something you can get over. You could. Right? And if you really tired, rest. Right? If you're actually tired. But don't call that healing, that's retreat. Because this ain't fatigue. It's spiritual gentrification we're watching. And these are spiritually gentrified people. You're not leaving because you're broken. You're leaving because our brokenness didn't fit your aesthetic anymore. And I need you to hear me clearly. We are not your inconvenience. Okay? We're not. We are your mirror. And if you truly heal, you'll still be here with us.
Well, if I'm keeping it 100 with you, I understand where you're coming from and you are not wrong. But no, I couldn't let it. No, I'm good. I'm not. I would never get to a standpoint in life and start speaking back on how people was like. Never the thought process I would have. So that's why I say I understand where you're coming from. But if I had a choice and I'm making money now, I'm not gonna stick around. Like, what is the point? I want my kids to have more and do things I didn't do, not do the same things I did do that made me become the mindset I have. I want them to have a little bit of my mindset, less of the struggle, if that makes sense. Or they can have the same amount of struggle, they just can't do it in the same place. Like, they have to have new memories, and I can't walk outside and see my son playing in the same park that I used to play in type shit. There's nothing wrong with it, but we growing here.
It's not above us. Right? So I get it, right? This is one thing I think is absolutely true. You do not have to like every black space, but don't ever use fatigue as an excuse to stop loving the ones who never had that option to leave. Just stupid shit. I wanted to tell a joke in this video, but these people upset me.
I understand where you're coming from, my boy. Your mind be moving too fast for them to understand, but I understand. And this other video I'm gonna play is a little doozy, but it makes sense to me for the only simple fact is I kind of say the same shit. It's like people be saying shit that don't make no fucking sense, and I don't get it.
Everywhere I go, people continue to say stupid things. Somebody said life isn't fair, like death is going to give you some great advantage. We grew up all our lives hearing the phrase, the grass is always greener. You ever turn grass over? And we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Of course we're going to cross that bridge.
And now that was the statement that made me stop this whole thing. Because it's like, yo, bro, I don't want to cross the bridge when we come to it. Let's just do it now. And I'm only saying, I'm talking about the figure of speech. It's like, if we're driving, of course we're going to cross the bridge. But if the figure of speech, oh, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, and then inside a relationship at that, no, you can keep that. I don't want to cross that bridge when we get there, because that means either somebody's going to get hurt, a bad type of conversation, or no understanding is going to come from it at that point, because if the conversation can't be had now, what's going to make the difference then? If we ain't having it and you're saying cross that bridge then, you feel me? It's like you're going to have to talk about it before it gets there. That way it's a level-headed conversation. So you're already starting off on the bad foot by saying, let's cross that bridge when it gets there.
That's why they put it up as a bridge, not a stop sign. Never kick a man when he's down. Can you tell me a better time?
Yeah, 24
You
hours.
in the 24-hour fitness center, and they got a little sign underneath it, open 6 a.m. to midnight. What they do, stupid? I had a pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
A pint of Haagen-Dazs.
A loaf of bread, 3 bananas, 6 Coca-Colas, a Wall Street Journal, moon pie, honey bun, and 3 bags of pork rinds. Cashier says to me, you want a bag?
Yeah, yes, I would like a bag with that. But yeah, these are all the common shit that people be saying. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'm out of there.